come to someone's life to say trash. You talk to pastor, the man of God, anyhow. Pastor, when they bleach. Do I look like someone who bleach? Are you okay? Do I look like a bleachy someone? You don't have sense. Be careful, mind your words. Don't allow me to send fire to you. I don't joke with my...
Hey, pastor is pissed off.
Please be careful. Be careful. If you say anything like that again, be careful. Just be careful. If you cannot stay in my life, get out from my life. Just get out. I'm not here to joke. I'm here to help the needy who need my help. So be careful. Mind your speech.
What does that mean? When a person says, I've heard people say that, I'm here to help those that need my help. I thought it is God that helps. But hey, self is speaking here.
Please bring me water.
I don't understand this life all of a sudden. So he's talking to someone outside the car to come bring him water. Why is he pretending to be driving then? If he's just at home. Or maybe, it's noisy in the house. He wanted to make a video. Okay, get it.
May the peace of the Lord be with you. This is how people address pastor. When you want to address me, you call me daddy. You call me sir.
Okay.
Or you call me Pastor Eddie. Don't just come to my life and say trash on my life. I will block you from my life. I don't take those nonsense from people. When you want to address me, say Pastor Eddie, or you say sir, or you say daddy. That's the way you need to approach a pastor. Don't come to my life and say trash. I will block you from my life. What nonsense is that? Saying trash on my life. Yes. If I have tattoo, is that your problem? Is my tattoo your problem?
Now that they know how to press his buttons, they're like just going for everything now.
Is it a crime to have tattoo? In the United States, they don't talk about tattoo. I pierce my ear. I'm going to pierce here soon. So what's your problem about my tattoo?
Wait,
are you coming to church?
Right?
So what's your problem about my tattoo? Pierce it. They don't talk about tattoo. I pierce my ear. I'm going to pierce here soon.
I would never listen to a pastor with a piercing on the nose. Never. It's just not happening. I don't see that one.
So what's your problem about my tattoo? Are you coming to church to serve my tattoo, or you are coming to church to serve the living God? So mind your speech, please. So you see tattoo in my hand, is that the problem? Is that why you're not coming to work in my church? Absence.
Is that why you're not coming to work in my church? What? Like the reasoning falls apart here. Okay, just wait.
To pierce here soon. So what's your problem about my tattoo? Are you coming to church to serve my tattoo, or you are coming to church to serve the living God? So mind your speech, please.
Then he covers it. Oh my goodness. It's for laughs, honestly. I heard him say his name. I don't know if he just stays online, like he's live right now as I'm speaking. That's a very weird, for a person who claims not to care about image, he clearly cares about image. But then he continues to do things that just suggest he doesn't prioritize the main, like, I don't take offense to people who have tattoos or any of that. But when you emphasize it that much and then want to make it look like I'm the one who's emphasizing it when it's clearly you, it's just off. It feels off, at least for my observation. If you think about Romans chapter number 12, right? And this is how it puts it. It says, therefore, I urge you, brothers, according to the mercies of God, that you offer your bodies as living sacrifice. And so we want to have that image or viewpoint. Wouldn't, if you didn't seemingly care about the image so much, people would not be addressing it. They're addressing it because it clearly is an area of insecurity for you. You're trying to look a certain way. You're making all these efforts, to try and scare people from commenting on that. And then saying that you're going to place a judgment or you're going to place a curse over them. Particularly about, what? It kind of reminds me of this clip that I saw. Basically, in this clip, there is a guy who's similarly a thief, walks into church, and this is the clip right here. So he walks into church. It's like this guy then coming back and saying, he stole a cell phone of a church member or something like that. And so it's like this guy here, while people were praying there, he was busy stealing thingy, pretending to be part of the church and stuff like that. And that's where you spot him. He goes, he picks it up from the charger, and off he goes. And so later on they did spot, because they have CCTV in this church, they spotted him. They actually reported, kind of posted up his stuff up there. For a person who doesn't, or who says he doesn't care about image, you similarly do. That's why you're making all this enhancement, whether it be adding tattoos or putting on a nose ring or whatever image you're trying to appeal to, right? Whatever image you're trying to appeal to, you similarly care about looking like that. You similarly seem to care. And also, that you address the tattoo and then you immediately cover it up. Okay? And then, right after saying that, you care that people call you a certain name or a certain title. If you say that you don't care so much, then why tell people what to call you? Well, people call you as they see you, right? But then, if people calling you Eddie, you don't like that. I think his name is Pastor Eddie on TikTok. That's what I searched for here, after he said his own name there. So if you say, call me Daddy, it's a very weird one, by the way, to want to be called that. Like, you're not that person's father, so you want another person to call you. Like, if I heard someone's wife calling someone Daddy, I'll be very cautious. What are you implying there? And so, for someone who claims not to care about image, you invest so much into it and then instruct people on how to call you, showing very much well that you're... Now, you can fake the Christian image for so far until the flesh comes in. You can fake it so far. Like the verse that I'm reading here, when he says... to offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing unto God, which is your only reasonable sacrifice. Do not be conformed to the world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So if you presented your image constantly the way the world does it, like false prophets always want to be called daddy and whatnot and all this things. So if you presented yourself that way and then require that people not see you that way, it's kind of contradictory. And that's why I'm saying you can fake being a true Christian for so long until the flesh, this kind of image that you want to uphold, sneaks up. A person cannot fake true fruit. Can't fake it. It's very difficult to fake because that one shows true character. You, sir, are a worldly person. One of those people, maybe they struggled financially, then they thought, you know what, church, whose ones, they don't read their book. I have to read a couple of verses, Google them, and then I can go there, pretend to be preaching, and they'll give me money. And that's why this type of pastors, have such a high demand on money. They preach about money all the time, consistently. What? Because that's why he got into it. He could not care about serving the body or his service to the body. He only cares about what he gets. That's why he got into it. What is it exactly you try? Because the nose ring is not you, no? But there are people, of course, when they have the nose ring, they immediately attach the nose ring to themselves. And so when you say that, you offend them. Like, that's a person who doesn't know themselves. You are not your nose ring, okay? But again, if you got the nose ring because you like it, okay, good for you. But are you not trying to appeal to something else? So like something that was going to come up in a conversation or something like that, okay? Like if I meet you wearing a nose ring, I just don't care for it to even address it, okay? But when you get these things, are you sure you're not trying to appeal to something else? This is the question, And so for him, he addresses the subject of image, but he clearly cares about image. But he wants to make it look like he doesn't. So I just don't get the logic there. I don't get why he wants to make it look like he doesn't care when he clearly does. He has a name they must call him. He has a title they must call him. He has, like, for a person who doesn't care about that, you clearly do care. Now that shows, I don't think he's called. I don't think so. He for me, he looks like one of those people that got into this thing because it was just something. It was just like a career line. People do jobs anyhow, leadership jobs and stuff like that. Yeah, the same way a person can grow in their company to become a manager. He grew to have an audience that will follow him to a church. But the way he's triggered to going as far as bleaching, so you look a certain way. It's a bit pathetic. I don't understand people that bleach. It's just a very weird thing. Like, what are you trying to appeal to? But it's actually a show with the Daily Christian Commentary. There are certain things, there are certain fruits people can't fake. And the one fruit you can't fake, it's claiming to have an understanding of the image of God, like that we are the image of God. You can't fake that one. It will come out. And this is just one way of it. Yeah, tell me what you think. It's Ricky. Other episodes down today, they'll be down in the pinned comments, and I might check you out on the next episode. Who are you trying to fool, bruv?